It's Chance here with Drive the Lightning, the positively charged EV channel, talking about our favorite car right now, the Aptera. Yeah, the solar-powered electric car of the future. And we want to know this. Would you buy the solar-powered electric car of the past?
Was it solar-powered?
It wasn't even solar-powered, but would you have bought the original Aptera from back in like 2008? That is the original all-electric version.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about it a little bit. You give us a thumbs up if you would have bought it, or leave us a comment below if you definitely would not have bought it, or if you're on the fence. Then let us know.
We really want to see the comments. We want to know what you think, because this was sent to us by Len Nowak, and he sent the pictures from when he saw the original one, and he sent some statistics that he found too, and I was pretty impressed. Okay, so let's just go through some of these statistics, Sarah, and I want to know what you think too. So the original Aptera, or at least the original Aptera 2E, the electric version, had a top speed of 90 miles an hour and a range of 100 plus miles, 0 to 60 in less than 10 seconds. Do any of them statistics sound familiar to you, Sarah? Our 2016 Nissan Leaf is almost exactly...
Those are the same stats.
Yeah. Almost 10 years newer.
Yeah.
So our Nissan Leaf is 0 to 60 in about 10 seconds. You know, if you're going downhill or there's no wind or wind at the back, something's a little different. But the other thing there with the range, 100 plus.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, our Nissan Leaf starts out as 107, I think, out of the factory. But
on its best day.
On its best day.
The weather's perfect. It's fully charged. That's the best we're going to get.
So would we buy it? Yeah, we bought the Nissan Leaf in 2016. So by them statistics,
me personally, I don't know. I mean, I guess if it was back then, probably yes, but it still didn't have a back seat. It was a two-seater, so that's a kind of a for me. If we had another car where we could take more people, then yeah, I would love to have this.
Throw them in the hatchback.
Why would anybody in the hatchback?
Even then, the hatchback was big enough for like golf clubs, a couple of suitcases, a couple of friends would fit back there.
No, you're not putting anybody in the hatch. No.
But let's look at some more statistics, and again, please let us know what you think. So measured against the Prius, this thing was about 17 inches wider than the Prius mirrors, almost exactly the same as our Nissan Leaf, about the same width comparison, but about the same length as the Prius. So that's interesting. Look at the time to charge. This is a big deal.
Yeah.
It did not have DC fast charging. I don't know who had DC fast charging in 2008. Probably didn't exist.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, the Leaf didn't start till 2011 or something like that, you know. So this was so far ahead of its time. Ahead of everybody. But it did have level 1 and level 2 charging, that is like 110 and 220.
Right.
And with a 110, that's a plug you can just put in your house. Sarah, it would charge in just 11 hours.
11 hours. That's pretty impressive.
Compare that to our Nissan Leaf.
Yeah. Well, our Nissan Leaf, it charges, I don't know. Well, we have a level 2, so...
Right, but with a level 1 plug into the wall charger.
With a level 1 from empty, it would take 29 hours.
Yeah.
To get us 100 miles of range.
Right, because a smaller battery with this efficiency gets you more range.
Yeah,
so
pretty
that's
impressive.
Better than we're at today.
Yeah.
Back then.
Yes.
But level 2 charging, like a 220, like a dryer plug, for example, you would be able to charge this thing to full in about 6 hours.
Yeah.
Almost exactly the same as our Nissan Leaf.
Right.
So it's just so fascinating looking at this car that Chris Anthony and Steve Fabro put together way back then, you know, over a decade ago, would be okay today for a lot of people.
It would. It would. I'm impressed with I mean, obviously they set about and they've told us they wanted the most aerodynamic design. And the design is really similar to where Delta is today on the solar-powered Aptera.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited that they added the solar. I think that's a huge difference because there are many, many days when we will only use solar power. We will not have to charge our Aptera. We will, so it'll be ready in case something comes up, but we'll be able to drive on sun power.
But again, with the solar-powered, you know, inclusion now, they're still 10 years ahead of the competition. No one else is doing this. You know, Sonos Sion from Germany is taking a swing at it. Lightyear is taking a swing at it for sure. But just a few companies are taking a serious shot at solar mobility. So, wow.
And it's this aerodynamic design that is giving Aptera the edge on the solar because it doesn't take much to move it.
We've got a few more things to say, but first we got to take a pause and say Thank you to the permanent members of the channel.
Yeah.
You cannot join. We don't have memberships anymore, but these folks are with us from when we did, and we
Yes.
appreciate you. The Mug Club.
you.
That's when you mugs buy mugs, so these mugs can go back to California and talk to the Aptera family in person and deliver you content that we think you will find helpful.
Yeah, so thank you, Mugs.
Yeah, the mugs. So this is you. This is the map filling out really nicely in the U.S. and Canada. We appreciate you.
Yes.
A couple people bought us
Thank
coffee.
you. Yes.
One came from DR Plexico, and I thought, I wonder if that's Dr. Plexico, but you know, their
Could be.
handle for the coffee company, you know, DR Plexico. Thank you, DR
Thank you.
or Dr. Plexico. We appreciate the support. And one of our regular supporters, Bob Newchow, also made sure that we could get her fully charged with coffee.
Well, and this is really exciting because when I sit down with my cup of coffee from Bob, I have something I can really enjoy, and that is really special. This is Drive the Sun. It's the book that Bob Newchow has written of beautiful photos and poetry. I don't know if you call it poetry. I call it poetry.
Prose. Bob calls it prose.
It's beautiful, and you can buy it on Amazon. There's a link down below.
in the description.
It is Aptera centric. It focuses on the beauty and the excitement around Aptera, and I'm looking forward to sipping my coffee from Bob while I read my book from Bob. Thank you.
And we're quoted in here, which is pretty cool.
That is cool.
But we are not making any money on this. This is not a sales pitch. We make zero money on this. And as far as I know, Bob is selling this at cost. He's not even making money on this. Hopefully that'll change because he deserves to make money. It's a beautiful book.
Yes, it's valuable.
Valuable to us.
Yes.
We love it.
Yeah.
And if you're an Aptera fan, you're going to love it too. Okay,
Yes.
back to the show. So, Sarah, final decision. Would you buy this car today?
I would definitely think about it.
Well, it wouldn't matter because I'm the boss.
And
I would buy the
say
car.
you're the husband.
And the car will sit out there in the driveway. But you can't drive it because you're not as excited as I am. But if you, Steve, or Chris have this thing in your garage someplace, can I have it? Can I have it? If you have the 2E out there, can I just have that? That'd be great. Thank you. I'll look for it. Okay, I'll come pick it up. You don't have to. Yeah, you can ship it. Ship it at your cost.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this: if it was 2008, then absolutely we would buy it because it's a really useful electric car.
But it's still better than our 2016 Leaf. It's still a better car than we drive now. Only it was designed and built as a prototype way back then.
Mm-hmm.
So kudos to Aptera. It's just
Yes.
one more reason we're super excited about this company, and we hope you are too. If you're not excited, what's wrong with you? You got problems? I mean, this is a great thing. Solar mobility can change everything for us. So
Really exciting.
at least check it out if you haven't yet.
Please do.
Is there any more videos they should watch?
Nope. Oh wait, yes, there are. We have lots of videos that you might find very interesting. Check this one out.
Okay, get your head back so I don't sit right there.
Okay.
All right, Chad and Sarah, the Positively Charged EV channel, thank
Thank
you
you
for
for
being here.
watching.